Let the love begin. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our webinar every 2 weeks. Connect with Princess. I am so excited. I have a lot of housekeeping, I got to tell you. So, hello from Roatan in Honduras, Samantha. I'm hoping you're on vacation. And if you are, you shouldn't be tuning in. We record this, by the way. Renee from New Jersey. I love New Jersey. That's all I'm going to say. And Rocky. Does that say Port Canaveral? Cape Canaveral, which you know we just announced. We're going to have a ship there in October of 24. Can't wait. Caribbean Princess. So, Rocky, I expect a lot from you. And your last name, I love it. If I remove the O, it's just Dale, like Pitbull. I'm from the 305. Santa Claus? Did I say that right, Nikki? Oh, my. These destinations are getting really excited. So, hi, everybody, and welcome. And I know 2 weeks ago? Oh, my God, my days are all merging into one. I know we had the amazing Marsha Patrick that hosted the webinar because I was out in LA, which was wonderful. So I just got a little bit of a housekeeping. You know, I always have to just get on in the morning and just get this done, right? Yes, we're recording it, so it's up there. But I just returned from the Travel Weekly Leadership Forum where I was with so many of our amazing colleagues in hospitality. It was an amazing event. We had just fantastic keynote speakers, and it just makes me so proud to be part of this industry. It truly is exciting. But I missed a lot, right? So I'm so happy Marsha's going to join me. We're going to talk about that in a second because I'm going to really interview her on these new Princess Perfect wedding packages that I'm so excited about. Because remember, More to Love with Princess, that was the title of our webinar. That is why, hence, I have dressed in red, because red is the color of love. And normally I wear my medallion necklace that you guys know. It's all about the love boat. It's so cute. I love that medallion necklace. I paid extra for that, just so you know. But I decided to wear, this was my original engagement ring. And my husband made it into a necklace. And I decided, since we have this incredible webinar, we've got some really creative things that we're going to be announcing in several weeks about Princess Perfect weddings. So I want to make sure that we start with this theme. And then, more importantly, I love this. Let the love begin. And talk about love. So yes, we're recording our webinar. You guys know that. Marsha's going to join me because together, Marsha and I, guess what? We're going to say what a perfect timing to have this incredible webinar, right, Marsha? It's absolutely perfect because one of our own first of all, Marsha's daughter got engaged this year.
She did. I'm so excited.
Look, I have a new, when I like something now, I'm just going to wave. I love this flag. I have all sorts of special, how do you like that, right? So, I really love
I love your props, Carmen. I love your props.
It's a prop, exactly. I am excited, Jessica. Let me tell you why I'm excited. It's not just Marsha's daughter that got engaged, but my very own executive assistant, Attilio Ferrara, got engaged last weekend. Oh my God, wait, I really love this. So excited. Marsha, the perfect weddings. Oh my
Thank
God.
You,
I know, Jessica, isn't it great? I'm in love with love. I really am in love with love.
It is infectious. It catches you.
Little secret?
Yes.
I was engaged 5 times. Did you hear me? Because
I
don't want to. Yeah. But the 5th one was the charm. So George Roy.
That's all that matters.
Got me too.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. We celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary this year. That is a big deal because I didn't think it was going to last 30 days.
You got it right.
Amen. And the best is yet to come. So yes, I'm giddy. And Marsha, I am going to be your assistant for your daughter's wedding because I'm more excited about it than you are. My daughter's too young to be getting married. So is my son. But I pray one day. So I'm going to live vicariously through you and Attilio. Is that okay with you?
Got it.
Bingo. So haven't been on the webinars, but I got to tell you, the last one we would have done it. So I just have to say thank you to our amazing travel partners who voted for us as best cruise line for Alaska sailings. I was humbled because it wasn't just me accepting the award. It was the amazing Selena and Andrea. So they both, national account managers, were BDMs in the field. Obviously, they reported to you at one point, Marsha, and they love you. And I know you cried when you lost it.
I did. But I'm so happy for them. They belong in national accounts, and they're doing a fantastic job.
They really are. And it is a promotion. So we're super excited. I know, Garvin, it was such a beautiful night. I didn't wear black tie, but I didn't wear a long dress. And I show up and everybody's in a beautiful long black tie attire. So next year I'm bringing it up, right? And we're going to bring it up a notch. And that's Anthony Carnevale. So he's with North Star and obviously Travel Age West. I just have to thank everybody because we are editors' picks in so many different categories. Best new ship, Discovery Princess, super exciting. Best world cruise, cruise line. So all of these were editors' picks, right? But and Princess Keys. Oh my God, I cannot wait to go to the private island. I haven't done that, and the island's been around before private islands were even popular, so it's really phenomenal. And then, of course, being #1 cruise line in Alaska, to me, folks, thank you, because we own Alaska, right? And it's just wonderful to be able to continue to win these awards. Why are they important? It's not because Marsha and I have an ego. Marsha, you don't have an ego. I don't have an ego.
None. I'm void of ego.
Me too. I'm just happy I wake up, carpe diem, every day, 6 foot above versus 6 foot under. It's going to be a good day. There is no room for egos. But the reason the awards mean so much, because the next round of awards will be for the Travel Weekly Awards, right? And that's a big deal in New York. They mean so much because they're a third-party endorsement. They come from you. You're voting us in, and then you can use them to close sales with your clients. Why is it that we're #1 in Alaska? It's because you said we were, because you've got happy clients, right? Come feel okay, I really like that one too. So I love the awards. I love my props. I'm going to break that thing before it's all over. Trust me. And then the Princess Experience. Talk about how well received. I love the QR codes. Joe is the king of QR codes, okay?
He is.
Absolutely the king of. And by the way, I got to tell everybody, apparently when you and Selena come on and do these presentations without me, you get even more registrations and more people on board. Marsha, you're a star.
Carmen, it's fuller online.
No,
everybody likes to learn.
It's Marsha and Selena, and you're Joe's favorites. But I have no ego, and I'm going to be okay with that. I'm going to go to therapy and get through that. I can't be everybody's favorite. Marsha. Princess Experience. What a resource, okay, for our travel partners.
I got mine in the mail just yesterday.
I just got it in the mail here because I'm coming from the studio in Fort Lauderdale. I walk in and I got mail, and I'm like, I've got mail, and it's not the old-fashioned. Remember, you've got mail. Yeah. Attilio opens it up, and Joe sent me my copies here, so I'm super excited because trust me, this is such an amazing resource for our travel partners, right? Super exciting, so you can get your information. Absolutely important. We had obviously Richard here recently when we were talking about Sun and Star, and it's nothing but excitement, right? The next generation of princess ships, we're ready to go. And so we really want to make sure you have all the resources you need at your fingertips.
Absolutely.
Make those sales happen. Come feel the love with Princess Perfect Wedding. This is when I do my Carmen Nemrek. That's Oprah spelled backward is Harpo. That's her studio. So because I purposely, Marsha, did not look at anything. No PR releases, nothing. I knew it was coming. But I want you, like you're the queen of groups and the group guru, because your daughter is getting married. I just thought it would be an absolute perfect alignment to talk about this today and talk about perfect weddings. And, we talk about, we are the iconic brand that owns love. Would you agree to that?
Absolutely. 1000%.
So I think this program, there's going to be a lot happening. We're going to talk about perfect weddings today, Princess Perfect Weddings, and we're going to get deep into it. But at the same time, just know that because we're earning love and we've got the Love Fest happening, I am going to make sure that as we move forward, that every week on the webinar, we have something that ties into this, right? To help you from a sales perspective, how do you sell perfect weddings? Okay, the next slides are killing me. They're killing me, I tell you.
This is Marsha.
I know.
Look at you.
I know. Look at my husband. Oh my God, we had dark hair. Can you imagine? Oh, we should have had a before and after. I'm just
so
saying.
Young. So in love.
And so when we were kneeling there, that was before the I do's, that beautiful lace, because we got married in the Catholic Church 30 years ago, St. Teresa's. My mom, who was a seamstress, may she rest in peace. I get super emotional. She made a piece for us to kneel on. And I have it at home. I hope to use it at my kids' weddings. And then, of course, the big hair. Folks, it was in. Okay, we're talking
Absolutely, it was in.
1993, it was in. No, it's not in the 60s or 50s, okay? I got married in 93. March 13th, by the way. Wonderful date, lucky date. It wasn't a Friday. It was a Saturday. And what I will tell you is March 13th of 2020 was a very sad day. That was a Friday the 13th. And I'm going to remind you what that was. That's when CDC shut down the cruise industry. Okay, I was
Oh,
so not
yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
What a terrible date for it to be. And thank you, Angela. And then who walked me down the aisle but none other than my mentor? That is Bob Dickinson, who I worked
Wow.
for 28 years at Carnival. And my dad had passed away. He passed away. I was very young, such an emotional, and he's my second dad. So it was such an honor for me to have him accept to walk me down the aisle. So I was really excited. So 30 years. And it, Marsha! Hello.
There I am in my wedding
Let's
glory.
share, first of all, what day and year.
Okay. Yep.
Tell me.
August 10th, 1996. And that was a Saturday. And we got married in Vegas. So this was at the MGM. They used to have a back lot for weddings. It was beautiful there. But the day we got married, and about 2 hours before we're supposed to get married, we lost power in 3 states.
Wait for it. You got to be kidding. I just got goosebumps. Because
Power in 3 states.
Why? What caused the power of 3 states to go out? Folks
I don't
want to know this,
remember.
okay? I promise, Joe, we're going to get to the meat of the content, but this is the kind of stuff that we need to know. I know Sandra, look at that, flawless. How did you lose power?
The entire state of Nevada, Arizona, and California lost power.
You know, that's a sign of good luck, right?
Well, I wasn't sure at the time, but now I know because we were 26 years married. So
what a blessing.
It worked out. Yes.
Was Elvis there? That's a great question. Did you burning
Elvis was
love?
not there.
Hump of burning love. He wasn't there?
No
So you
Elvis.
did how many guests were at the wedding? I'm curious.
There were 75.
That is so beautiful. So
yeah, small.
I had 550 RSVPs to attend.
OMG.
Close to 100 of them did not because the city of Miami, or where they were, which is Hialeah, lost power too. So we had so many people who couldn't come to the wedding. It was the storm of the century with hurricane force winds in March. It was freezing. You got married in August in Vegas. Oh my God.
It was hot.
Wasn't it brutally hot?
It was hot. I'll tell you a secret. If you're ever that hot and in a wedding gown, you can take cold soda cans and put them between your thighs.
Okay, we're moving right along. That's a little too much nostalgia, but I like being. So, did your daughter decide when she's going to get married, or we're just going to enjoy?
She's getting married in November of 2024.
We got time.
It's going to be a destination wedding, and we don't have an exact date yet, but coming soon.
Wait, I'm using my prop. I really like that. So exciting. That gives her a lot of time. You know, I'm the original runaway bride. I love planning. I love being in love. It was just the final I do that I couldn't get past that finish line, but it's okay. Romance is a beautiful thing. So we're going to get into this. We just announced it. Super exciting. Who to announce it? And by the way, 25 years after hosting our first modern wedding at sea, we unveil these, and you were here 25 years ago. I wasn't.
Yes.
So exciting. This is a whole new lineup. Now look at that. Who better to be our love and romance ambassador than Randy Finoli? You guys, he's the king of bridal, star of Say Yes to the Dress.
Say Yes to the Dress.
And exclusive Randy Finoli wedding packages for our brand. That doesn't take love to another dimension. I don't know what else does. But we're
and there's more to come from him too. So he's going to create and curate these packages. So we're excited. Okay,
so the step and repeat, we're not doing it any compliments here. Look at the flowers.
Isn't it beautiful?
Flowers? It's beyond beautiful. I mean, that press conference was in New York. It was amazing. Why don't you and I get invited to that fun stuff, huh?
I know, right?
Well, you didn't go to the Love Boat premiere thing last year, the new Love Boat. I missed that too, right?
I did go to that. Yes, it was amazing.
I know, Lisa, he is amazing. Oh my God, their bridal theme cruise. So the first one's a 7-day Western Caribbean. Absolutely fantastic. December. By the way, December's a perfect time for weddings. I know everybody thinks June. What is it about June? It's like
I don't
April
know.
showers, bring May flowers, and then in June you get married. Is that it? I don't know about that.
I don't know about June either, but there's a lot of people who do. So anyway, you can sail with Randy Finoli and this special cruise that we're doing December 3rd on Regal Princess, and it's round trip Galveston. So it's right in a lot of our Texas partners' backyards, and it's a
Come
hop,
feel
skip,
the
and
love.
jump from a lot of other places, right?
Come feel the love, y'all. We're going to talk about that because that's a new like kind of brand presence in the DMA where it's all over Texas. So beautiful voyage, 7 days. December's a perfect time for weddings. It's nice.
Can you imagine if you were to get a gown consultation from Randy? Can you imagine?
Could you imagine? No, I couldn't. First of all, does your wedding dress still fit you?
No, absolutely not.
Mine doesn't either. And George's tux fits him. You know why? Because it's one of those expandable things. It's not fair. But
I know why. Because he didn't have children.
You said it, not me. Not going there. I love Shakira's song, My Hips Don't Lie. I wonder why.
So anyway, packages. Great opportunity.
Brand new. And in typical perfection fashion that we do, when we roll something out, we either go big or we go home. So I love the name Princess Perfect Weddings because it's got to be your perfect day, right? How romantic.
It does. It does.
We're going to get into
it can't be anything less than perfect.
It can't. No pressure, huh? No pressure for your daughter's wedding. So look at these. Okay, look at these. So first of all, the only thing I looked at was price points. So I'm very, I think it's critical. $29. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what my wedding cost. I'm not going to say. And this was 30 years ago. Yeah. I don't think my invitations cost $29.95. They were more than that.
I know.
What was I thinking?
Like I said, having I'm in the market looking and working through things with my daughter, and these price points are incredible.
Okay, so first one is the perfect pair wedding. So I'm assuming this is our intro price point, right?
It is, absolutely.
Okay. So what?
It's for two, so just for the couple. You can do the symbolic wedding for $29.95, or you can also do the legal wedding, which includes the marriage license, and that's $34.99. And the package includes all these wonderful things we have listed there, the fresh florals, things that the ship already does really well, right? The wedding cake, the wine toast. You get the dedicated photographer services, which we already know. They're phenomenal photographers on board the ship. The romantic breakfast for the couple, stateroom gifts, pre-cruise and onboard wedding coordinator. And we've got a lot of questions we're going to answer towards the end that cover a lot of questions you guys had for the pre-cruise questions.
Because I got to tell you, Marcia, if I had to do it all again, I wish I'd had a coordinator. I wish I'd had what do they call them? Wedding
planner.
Yeah, I saw the movie. Okay, I didn't have one.
Yeah.
It was me while working a full-time job and got engaged.
Too.
Wasn't that tough? I got engaged August 28th. And
I don't know what I was thinking, but if I had to do it all over again, and this one with my daughter, we definitely have a wedding planner.
So this includes the couple and two. I have to ask because this is the first time I'm seeing this, which is phenomenal. So if I'm getting married, obviously, I can only invite 2 guests, right?
And up to 2 guests, correct, in this package.
Okay, let's go with the other packages, because what if I want 550 of my closest friends?
Yeah, I mean, who knows, right? So maybe you want to fill half the ship with your family, but these packages are curated specially for certain numbers, and then we'll get into the bigger ones as well. But the timeless ceremony at sea highlights are, and the price points are, so it's up to 8 guests. The symbolic wedding is $39.95. And then the legal wedding, which includes the marriage license again, is $44.95. And then you get the couple gets to pick whether it's indoor or outdoor ceremony by the ship's captain. Again, all the florals. We also get the solo live musician during the ceremony. That would be really nice. The dedicated photographer service again, the breakfast, the goodies, the keepsake. And the memorable prints and digital high-res photos, right? So everybody wants those keepsakes like Carmen and I were able to share of your wedding day.
Absolutely gorgeous. And this one's up to 8 guests.
Yes.
Right? So I can bring some family. Okay, I think we're getting near the 550. Is that plus the cruise fare? Yes, it is, David. Right? This
plus
is
the cruise fare, yeah. This is just for the wedding package itself. Yes.
David, if you've ever planned a wedding, trust me, cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm looking at this price point. They are nothing. Trust me. Especially destination weddings. You know, they're big now. And I love to go to weddings. So every time I get a destination wedding invite, I'm like, I'm all there. Now, here's the interesting. I got to ask you, indoor or outdoor?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
They get to pick. I love choices.
Yeah, so
Right?
you can
Oh,
utilize the, I've heard there's going to be some fabulous options. So not just the chapel, but
mhm.
also an option to even get married in the piazza. Like if you like that, and you can have your guests sitting, and then you're going to have a bigger audience around the rails, right?
Tell me I don't have to pay for those people around the rails. I
You
don't
don't
mind
have
doing it
to,
at the piazza. What about at
but
sunset? Could
yeah,
you?
sunset. There's all these great new locations that they're going to curate these beautiful weddings now.
And having the captain? Hello.
Yeah,
That's amazing,
amazing,
right?
amazing. Yes,
Listen, I've been doing this for 42 years, and I always hear how folks ask me, "Hey, let me ask you a question. Can the captain marry us on board?" And listen, I've been in a lot of different brands where that can't happen. So the fact that we're doing this, whether they do it with the marriage certificate or they don't, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, how amazing, because that is just so romantic.
it
Okay,
is.
this one's a little. Now we're getting there. Talk to me
Now
about the
we're getting there.
timeless wedding.
So
Go.
this one is
18
timeless. Timeless Wedding at Sea. So it's the couple and 18 guests. So now we're talking 20 people. And I'm going to throw in a shameless plug that this is perfect for celebration groups, right? So you can get yourself a celebration group. And we had some questions about, does the couple sail free? Well, if you set up the group, the couple could sail free, right? If you get a group on and book big enough that you get your stateroom free for the couple. That's an option.
And
So
again, indoor, outdoor,
indoor,
fresh
outdoor
souls. And yet there's more?
for the couple and the wedding party on this one, right? So there might be a wedding party involved, and there's more. So bridal hair and styling and makeup, right? We get the live musician again. Um, the dedicated venue to celebrate after the ceremony. So this provides you basically like the reception location, right? Again, the photographer services, the romantic breakfast for the couple, premium dining experiences for the couple are going to get included as well. And again, the keepsake certificates, the pre-cruise and onboard wedding coordinator. That's key to this. We had a lot of questions about that in the pre-registration. That you get handheld from start to finish. A dedicated person prior to you stepping on board, and then a dedicated person once you are on board to help you with throughout your wedding journey, right?
Phenomenal. So I got to tell you, so I know we're doing the Q&As at the end, I
Yes.
promise, but I
Mhm.
have to ask questions because I wanted this to be fresh because I guess my question is, and that looks amazing. Again, we're
Yeah.
nowhere near what I paid for invitations or my gown. I did pay less than this for my invitations, but my gown was a little more. What can I tell you? And really, I should have rented it, quite frankly. I have it at home. No one's ever going to wear it, and it sure isn't going to fit me unless I'm removing ribs and half my body. Never again. I wonder if they could do a surprise wedding? Like you don't tell the
Oh,
groom and I'm renewing my vows. How do I keep it quiet? I'm going to think about
you
that.
know, I do think that that is an option, but we'll have to dig into it a little bit more. We're getting into that. Like the next slide.
And Jessica says, is there a pricing difference in the symbolic and
Yes.
legal for this package? There is. It's normally
Yes.
$1,000 difference, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Excellent. So the proposals at sea and vow renewal. That's what I meant. Vow
Yes.
renewals.
So here's what's different now. So we did not have a proposal package previously. So it's exciting that we have the ability to, we would do it an ad hoc way, but it's exciting that we have that option now.
Okay, tell me about this. How
Yes.
your daughter? Okay, I wish we had this when she got proposed to. I mean, it was Hawaii, right? Pretty exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So romantic. But could you imagine? Oh my God, I want to talk this up because this is really new. We've had weddings before. We've just taken weddings to a whole new level of romance and love and inclusions. And by the way, worry-free, turnkey, seamless, pre-cruise help from a coordinator. I mean, like this is like an amazing, amazing launch. This is a great
Yes.
program.
And if
Let's
you're at the
talk about
beginning
this.
of your journey and you are in the process of proposing, because this doesn't even just have to be the guy, right? Maybe it's the woman, maybe it's same sex, whatever it is, whoever wants to propose. Now we have a package specifically for you to be able to help you get through the proposal process and make that proposal perfect.
So
you
you
get
know
the,
what?
yeah.
Wow. My girlfriend, Bertha's daughter, just got engaged 2 weeks ago. And by the way, when they send me the pictures, I cried so. And those of you who know me, you know who Bertha is. She's my BFF. I've known her forever.
I know
I
Bertha. I just found out that she was
That's
your good friend. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's right. So her daughter
Mhm.
Erin got engaged. By the way, OMG, what a diamond. Okay, of course, I sent that picture to my husband. I'm like, oh, I know I have a necklace now, but boy, wouldn't it be nice for the 30th to have that kind of diamond? Woo, gorgeous. But can I tell you, the photographer is a big deal.
Yes.
Indy, beautiful. It is. I know the proposal's a great value. You've got the photographer there with, because that's part of the secret part. Like they did it on their beach walk and he had to find Connor had to find like a photographer. Now you're paying a
Yeah.
photographer their full time. We've got these dedicated photographers on board. So this is beyond amazing.
It's beyond
Absolutely
amazing
fantastic.
because I do know that you could pay $600 for photography all by itself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's a really great deal, and they help you set it up and find the perfect place for you. It's just amazing opportunity. We were doing this, like I said, in a but now it's formalized and in a package and helping you curate the entire day. So
This is
amazing.
go big or go home. Just saying.
Go big or go home.
Okay, renewal of the loves. Renewal.
Renewal.
Okay.
So what I
I
want
said
to call
renewal
out
of the
here.
vows, but it's renew the love. That's the name. Look
Yes.
at that price. Go.
Yes, I want to call this out because previously you purchased this in Cruise Personalizer. Now it is part of our wedding program options, and so you would use the contacts we're going to provide with you today in order to do the renewal of the vows option. But again, it's an amazing opportunity. We have so many people. I talk to our travel advisors all the time who talk about how wonderful their renewal of the vows was on Princess. We're offering the exact same opportunity with upgraded styling and fresh florals, celebration cake, the toast for the couple. Again, the photography, which, like Carmen said, is absolutely key, so that you can memorialize the moment and not be worried about is my girlfriend or my sister taking a good picture, right? You've got a
I got
pro
to
there.
tell you, that is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And then planning the big day, woof, which is all about, by the way, this is all the heavy lifting's been done by us. Okay. It is
Yes.
Princess Perfect Weddings. I think it's fantastic. Uh,
So we're
check
going to
availability.
share the website with you, but there is a dedicated website and a
Okay.
number to call, which we will share.
I
But
love
you
it.
can check availability online without a booking. You don't have to have a booking to check to see if these packages are available for your clients. And I've actually been on the site and fiddled around with it a little bit myself, and it's very easy to use. So our suggestion is that you check availability online first. And then I'm going to insert a 1.1 in there. You also want to look to see if groups are available for the date that you're thinking about, because you want to open a group and make sure that you maximize your profits as well as the benefits for the client, right? And then 2, you're going to book Princess Perfect Package Wedding. And then we're going to go to the next slide there. And here's the here's the email address.
Perfect.
The website is called princess.eweddingcalendar.com, and that E is not a mistake. You do need it. It's princess.eweddingcalendar.com, and you can go on and mess around with it right now. And so actually, you go check availability. You check for the port that you're looking at having the ceremony in, and then it's got dates there for you, and you can see available dates and times.
And morning or afternoon? I'd pick an afternoon.
Yep.
And then you said there's a dedicated number too?
Yeah, there is. It's in a slide coming up. We're going to give them a phone number.
Okay, because I'd love to call. You know me, it's always technical, as you all know. That's why I was going to ask you, did someone make a mistake and add an E in front of it?
Nope,
It's correct.
real. I double checked it. I actually thought it might have been a mistake, and it's not.
Okay. Okay. Princess Perfect Wedding Package. I want to pick it, and there will be a number. We also get a contract. I love that. A wedding contract. So I know exactly. Is there any customization? Like if I wanted to add anything additional?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Woo!
There's lots of options. And honestly, on that website, on that webpage, there's lots of information. There's an FAQ there. So you can answer some of the questions that you have about legal versus ceremonial. There's really a breadth of information on the website.
Wow. Okay. That's phenomenal. First of all, easy for our travel partners or their bride or groom to be or whatever it is, whoever it is to be, whether they're going to renew or they're going to propose or they're going to have a wedding. I love how seamless and easy it is to find this information, right? And it's at your fingertips and you do it yourself, right?
Yep.
Fantastic. So There's the, I'm always ahead of myself. I apologize. I should learn patience, shouldn't I?
It's
Marcia,
okay. We get excited.
you're so sweet. You really are. You really are sweet. I so appreciate that because that's not what my family would say. My kids are like, Mom, please stop. 20 minutes to a doorknob. Let somebody get a word in edgewise, and then we'll answer your question before you even have the question. I digress. Okay, so wedding packages team, info at
Yes.
wedding. Okay.
info@weddingoptimizer.com. And then there's a wedding coordinator team with a phone number that you can call. And then the QR code, which Joe is so great at giving us these QR codes, which takes you straight to the inquiry form.
And a team. So I'm the old fashioned, I mean, I love the QR codes as well. I'm going to look it up tonight because I was waiting for this webinar. You have no idea. And so I never even looked at it until I sat here because I said, I want to be as excited as I want all of our partners to be, right? Because I want them to realize how easy it is. Listen, maybe I shouldn't say this. You know how inappropriate I am sometimes. I have no filter. But there's a reason they call it bridezilla or bridegroom, okay? Because there is something about planning a wedding that kills you. It changes your personality. All of a sudden, you want everything to be picture perfect. I get that. And it's very hard to control, right? Because
it's true.
It's Murphy's Law, at least in my house, it's Murphy's Law. Something's going to happen. So the fact that we take care of it all, even for you, our travel partners, to be able to recommend this, because some of the destination weddings I have been to and our travel, I love, by the way, your sales tip about celebration group. Perfect. So we've got the group set up for you with the flexibility you need that you can recommend to your bride or groom to be, or mother of the bride, or whoever else is going to be putting this together. And our travel partners, they can just go on and decide what wedding they want. I think it's awesome.
Absolutely. So we just had someone ask, I'll try and see if I can see her name.
Any availability in Europe locations? I saw that question.
Yes. I don't think there's any on the website right now, but they're just getting started. So there might be some coming soon.
Okay.
Lori Hawkins asked, will there be a course on Academy? And actually someone in the pre-registration questions asked that question. And I sent it to Terry Carmen, and she's going to put it on the docket. So there will be a refresher because I think that's a great idea.
Oh, that's exciting because I agree. Yeah. I think, being able to be well-versed, and obviously we'll include this in upcoming webinars because you got to wait to the end because on the next one, July 13th, we will be launching something new that has to do with weddings and love. I don't sing well. I really got to, okay, I'm staying with my day job, just saying. Let me ask you a question. Because I had this other, somebody asked, okay, Europe locations, that's a great question. I don't have that answer, right? And then they want to know if we don't want to have anything to do with the package. Can they just do a wedding on their own without this kind of customization or package?
That would be a no, because we've had the wedding options prior to this. Like we said, we've been in the wedding business on our ships for 25 years. But it always needs to be curated through the program, right? To make sure that we get everything, all the I's dotted and the T's crossed, and that the day is perfect.
Excellent. And of course, I got the number. I love this number because even if we don't have the answer, there's a number. Call. Please call. Because that's one of the things. We want to be a pleasure to do business with. These packages were in the works for a very long time. No detail, I say ATD, attention to detail, was left. And the fact that Randy is our ambassador, it has his golden seal of approval.
Yeah.
And he is perfection, right? So for me, that's like super exciting. I have a question. Do I have to be booked to be able to go and I think you might have answered that. I don't have to have a booking yet, right? I could just go and kind of, okay. I can browse around and say, okay, I'm thinking about doing it on this date, let me just check. And I want to see what because, there's always budgets, right? Budgetary stuff. Okay, phenomenal. Because now we're going to move on to other promotions, sales promotions, and that kind of detailed information. And again, we'll take questions at the end, right?
Yeah, we've got lots of great questions that we're going to answer. So hold on.
So I'll move through this because I know that Joe gets nervous when I talk so much and I'm out of script. I can't be scripted. You know that. I can't be scripted.
What's script? There's no script.
Insider scoop, my friend, because one of the things that we love is giving you insider insights and sharing stuff that's going to be launched so that everybody gets, hear it here first and connect with Princess so you're hearing it from us. Early booking sale, this score for 24. Okay, this is a new pricing strategy for us, isn't it, Marcia?
It is.
So
It
this is,
is
go ahead. It's going to start running July 6th. So you're actually getting this before we even launch it, which is next Wednesday is July 6th. No, it's next
correct.
Wednesday or Thursday. It's a week from today, right?
Yep, next week.
Okay. So let's talk about this. Okay. Did I just see that price? $399? Okay.
Yes.
Why it's different. So this is where I want to focus. Okay. It's different because this is a different strategy for us that we are employing, right? So I need everybody to take a deep breath because you're going to have a million questions and we're going to have answers for you. One of the things that we really have found is that you don't want, and this is what I call a pain point, right? We know what you've been through because we've been through it too. We don't want to be partners in pain anymore. We want to be partners in profit. But one of the things that I've heard when we've been on our tours, at least I'm on the road and I ask a lot of questions, what you love to do with us. You all want opportunities to make more commission money. That's why we've talked about it pays to plus and we include it all the time. You know, this was one of the real difficult ones to overcome because pricing changes and refaring and the price going down. We have now trained our consumers to wait to the last minute. We want to reverse that. And this is step one.
Yep.
This takes courage.
It's a huge step.
It takes courage for a brand or a company to do this and do a reversal of their strategy so that we can retrain not just you, our travel partners, to book early, right? Book early, farther out, but now retrain our consumers because this requires us to have price integrity. What does that mean? And I might be speaking out of turn. You know, reel me in. By doing the
you're
lowest,
nailing it.
Lowest public fares for the season in advance, that means every departure has the lowest fares when we launch this on July 6th to September 5th. And third and fourth. So we're going to go out. But here's the best thing, the price integrity part. Prices will only go up. That's our commitment. Prices are going to go up. That way you can go forth and promote a group, promote your, tell them this is a new way of thinking. And I think, and the key to this, which I told our commercial team, I'm going to hold their feet to the fire because we cannot reduce rates. Let's start with the lowest. Let's build it up. I like calling it base loading for 24, right? We're going to base load that way. And for 25 or forever, we're testing it with 24, right? But 25 and get the best prices so that there is a sense of urgency to book now, book early, book for the best fares. They're not going to get any lower. Prices are only going to go up as revenue goes up. We will be your partners in profit. Okay, so let's look at a couple sailings. Go, please.
I want to add to that we need you as our partners to put your stamp on it, right? Because the only way the consumer, the client is going to understand that this is the best fare for the season is if you share that with them. So the success of this is really kind of on our shoulders, right? To make sure that people realize the value and that they book now, right? So that we can maintain that integrity that we so want to maintain.
Okay, so I just want to talk about this because here's a perfect example of a 7-day Alaska voyage, public glaciers, interior fares from $399, cruise, is that a type, cruise tour? Cruise tour starting? I know what it says, cruise tour, but is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. I think from now on, I am not gonna look at the webinars before because Joe's probably happy to put on a webinar and let me ask you questions instead of sending him 500 questions in advance. Is that a typo? Is that an E in front of weddings? Is that the right fare for cruise? Okay, you get it. I think our travel partners have figured me out. So the savings compared to the same time last year, when you say same time last year, do we mean now 23? We're talking 22, right? In advance.
Yeah,
I think same time last year. Okay. $150, and compared to the current retail fare that we have in market, savings of up to $300 and additional discounts of 8% on voyages 14 days or longer.
And I want to call out that this is on our standard rate, right? You can always plus and premier up, but these are based on our standard rate.
Oh, it better be based on our standard rates or I'm not going to have a job because it pays the plus on 7 days, $60 a day. I mean, what's that going to be? There's no way I'm giving you a free cruise. Yes, it is standard fares, but you're right. You can always, with these low rates, oh my God, I'd be quoting it with plus period, because
Yes,
it's so affordable. So we're talking starting July 6th. So what a way to introduce our independence from refaring prices. We want you to do less work and make more money, not the other way,
absolutely.
not do double the work for the same clients. Ugh. So here's
I
a
love
7-day
that.
med.
Independence from refairing.
Independence from refaring, independence from lowering your commission. We don't want that. It's about time you're making money. We all want to make money. Partners in profit. Keep that going. So here is a med voyage, which I love. Is Sun Princess. That's our newest ship, Marsha.
Right behind me. Look at her.
$9.99, starting from $9.99.
Yeah.
Gorgeous ship. Okay. I think we've not spoken enough about this. Okay. But we're going to talk about it here. $400 savings compared to same time last year. $200 compared to our current retail fare. And by the way, folks, truth in advertising, go forth. This doesn't start till July 6th. Check us out. Test us.
Yes.
Put us to the test. I really want you to, because that will allow you. Okay, I know, Paula, that is amazing. This is good. If you attended this webinar, I want to say thank you, because you now have the secret sauce that you can compare and tell your clients. Now is the time. Independence from refaring, lower rates. Let's get our prices up. And then there's additional discounts of up to 15% on voyages longer than 14 nights. That is
Incredible.
British Isles. Okay, these are interior rates. I get it.
Yep.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
Carmen Roy I've got to have a picture window. But there are guests that love inside rates, because you know what? They want the cheapest rate possible. They really do. You know who they
Yeah.
are. They'll call you 10 times if we had to refare. So these are the folks aren't going to be calling you anymore, because you're going to give it to them from the get-go. Okay. Very best rate from the start, price integrity. But if they like interiors, no problem. That's just more for them to spend on board. I mean, that's how they look at it. There's two schools of thought, right? I mean, you cannot, I don't like pigeonholing anybody, because you do not know what people like. I personally, I have to have a veranda. I have to be able to sit at night and just sit out there and decompose, or in the morning, or see the sunset or the sunrise. That's just me personally, and I'm willing to pay for it. Willing to pay for it. But and I always tell our partners, don't sell from your pocketbook, right? I always like to sell from the top down. That's just me, but I want to show them these incredible rates. So $12.49. This is a 12-day British Isles cruise. Look at this itinerary. Normandy. Oh my God. Having been there. Fantastic. Okay. This is a beautiful
Cork.
Dublin, Belfast, Glasgow. Oh my God. So you're in Scotland, you're in England. I mean, this is gorgeous. Ireland, even got France with Normandy. I mean, this is an amazing itinerary. Savings compared to same time last year, $700 and $300 less compared to this year's retail fare. Okay, let's go to my backyard, the Caribbean. I was hoping it wasn't cheaper than Alaska, right? I was hoping Caribbean, because everybody wants to go. I was hoping I could say, hey, people want to go to the Caribbean. $339. Okay, that's it. I got a problem with this. Let me tell you why. Book early, save more. I really appreciate that. Has anybody gone to a hotel lately? And this is out of Fort Lauderdale.
I have.
Okay.
I have.
What have you paid for your hotel? Was it $339?
$500. No, it was not $339.
Amen. I told you I went to Travel Age West Awards. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for that hotel. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was our industry rate, right? Let me put it to you this way. Over $500. I mean, no disrespect to our travel, our colleagues in the hotel business.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything for that 500 plus. I didn't get a meal. I didn't get breakfast. I think they had a little coffee thing, which I don't drink coffee inside my room anyway. I like to go and have not a meal, no bottled water. Okay. I mean, I'd be willing to pay more, right? And that was one night.
The value of cruising is incredible.
Okay. That $339 is for a 7-night cruise, right? That's not $339 a day, right? I want to make sure I'm okay with this. I might have missed a lot while I've been traveling.
7 nights.
Okay, folks. I'm
7 days.
I'm embarrassed. Yes, they're US dollars. These are US dollars, Jeffrey. $339. $150 savings compared to same time last year, and $300 compared to our current retail fare.
Yes.
Not saying
USD.
USD. It's okay. This rate is so cheap. I got to tell you. Okay, I need to pause, because can I take a deep breath?
So the takeaway there is to share this sale that's coming up. and that we gave you guys the insider tip, because we don't normally tell you the sale that's coming, right? But we did, because we wanted to share the background behind it, our intent. So now you guys know. So help us out and make sure that this is successful, so then we can keep our integrity on our pricing. That's what we all want.
Because again, you know me, no filter. I have to be completely transparent with you and our travel partners, right? One of the things that I've found this year more than ever is we have a parallel path. So we have consumers that are booking farther out. They're booking 24, they're booking 25. But then, be still my heart. I am having a massive heart attack every month because people are booking so close in. I'm talking within 2 weeks for Alaska. That's unheard of for us. And so it's making me nervous, but the business is coming, and because we have the space, right? But it was important for us. We've got to shift that. We've got to shift that mindset. We've got to train our consumers to book farther out, book early so they can have the savings, and that we hold our pricing, because that is the way of the future.
And one more benefit to you, our travel partners, is that if they book early, they're more likely to get the cabin they want, the type of cabin they want, the location they want, and then that creates stickiness for you, right? And for us. It creates stickiness. They're not going to go elsewhere because they're very happy with what you've been able to secure with them.
And
price,
Marcia,
location, cabin type.
You make it's about customization, options, exclusivity. People always want to pick their stateroom in advance, all of that exciting stuff. But the churn is what really concerns me. What's the churn? You take an option and then it cancels. Those cancellations of all those options. And last year, because I remember I had just joined last year, one of the things that you talked about, believe me, I said, I'll be on an apology tour if I need to be, but tell me what you want to see us do. And we've made a lot of changes in a year, as you know, Marcia, okay? We've been really bullish. We thank our travel partners for their support. We want you to make a lot of money. But the dollar deposits, they would tell me, oh my God, do away with those dollar deposits. We love $100 reduced deposits as promotions, but don't do the dollar deposits because of the churn. Your consumer will take 20 bookings and then 18 will count. That's a lot of work for you. That's why we went away from that, right? So again, we want to hear your feedback. We want to be a pleasure to do business with, and we want to do things that really, as partners, it's going to be a win-win. So let's talk about some of our new notes, reminders. Okay, Sun Princess, best kept secret in this industry. If I continue to ask folks if they know that this is our new ship and they still don't know, it absolutely breaks my heart. Okay, so I don't know what we got to do, but we're going to have to ratchet up. So there's something coming specifically to Sun Princess for you, our travel partners, as an incentive, but it's not for a ways away. So don't let it keep you from promoting it, because again, it's going to be part of this incredible, score for 24. Part 19, which was announced. Was that last week?
Yeah, last week.
Was it just last week? Okay.
So amazing. Well, 2 weeks ago, our last webinar.
Was it 2 weeks ago? Oh, it was. Yeah. That's right. I wasn't on. That's why I've missed it. I feel like I've missed so much when I'm traveling. And believe me, I have a couple weeks. I have independence from traveling next week because I'm home. And I have Canada Day, July 1st off, which I'm happy because I can go back to my, I hate to say, I have like 8,000 emails that I got to go back and kind of re-educate myself on everything we've launched, because it's been planes, trains, and automobiles. I think I told you, Marcia, I had 3 hours of sleep. Thank you, Heidi. She knows who she is. 3 hours of sleep. Had to do the fire pit. Thank you very much. First time ever. And then I only got 3 hours of sleep, and I was a 5 a.m. flight, and I had a connection in Dallas. And it's like, listen, I'm not whining, because I got home and my husband said, do you want a little cheese with that wine? You just did an amazing experience, and you're coming to whine about you had to wake up. I don't want to hear it. That's a first world problem. But this is exciting. So Part 19.
Part 19.
Okay, listen, social media. Social media could be good. Social media could be not good. Why? Because I got to tell you, immediately we announced this, and I was getting emails and texts, and I think I got smoke signals too from some of our partners and consumers, because I'm open to everybody. I really am. Anybody have a question, a problem, an issue, just come to me. I try really hard to get to folks, but they're like, now you're becoming a child pro. You're becoming that kind of ship. No, we're not. We have kids already. We have
multi-generational.
Big time. Yeah. From the day I got here and I realized what the medallion could do for family travel, I said, folks, we need to talk about this much more. We really do, because it is absolutely amazing. I'm going to go back. Can I go back? Because I want to talk about this. Okay. The Seabreeze roll glider in a public area. Park 19, guess what deck it's on? Marcia, did I get it right? Deck 19?
You got it right. Ding,
I'm
ding,
so
ding.
intelligent. Ding, ding, ding. That is what this is. We already have kids. We have such amazing kids programs, and we don't even talk about it. Not enough. And I think we should, because we do have families on board. This does not mean that I'm going to solely be a kids program. No, we're not. We're changing with the times. You've got to shift your paradigm. Okay.
Yeah.
Our consumers, this is what they want. If you have a grandparent bringing their grandkids, we want to offer them more options. So this is, you soar like a bird. So you know I'm afraid of heights and I'm claustrophobic. Okay. So I don't know if I could do this, but they're on deck 19, park 19, public area, waves of the sea, which I love. And it's a roller. So is this going at like super fast speeds? It's not like a roller coaster.
No. And you actually get to control the speed.
Okay. So I am in control.
You are in control of the speed. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to cry because it's like a coaster zip liner thing. Is that what this is?
Now we got to do it, Carmen. Now we got to conquer that fear.
Okay. I might need therapy after this, but I'm willing to do it. And now, okay. So tell me about this. So I can scan this, right?
Yeah. Use your phone, put it on camera.
Use my phone, and I could soar like a bird in advance and know what it's going to feel like. That's so cool.
Yeah. It's like virtual, and it's virtual, and it feels like you're doing it yourself, and you can scan or span either direction, and you can also control the speed of the person that's going as well. It's actually really cool. I've done it many times.
Well, I'm going to do it because this will be part of my prep therapy right beforehand. Luckily, I've got until 24. Thank you, Cynthia. I think it's super cool too, right? But when this was announced, again, I was traveling. So once I landed, I had so many texts. And I'm like, we got to take the drama out of social media, folks. Let's put stuff in perspective, really. And this is a great selling feature. If anything, I think some of you have complained to me that we weren't talking enough about Sun Princess. And that's why I'm saying we really need your help. Amazing ship. By the way, she's doing spring and summer in the Med, and then we'll have her here in Fort Lauderdale doing Eastern and Western Caribbean in the fall. So she's going to be in our own backyard. So I'm super excited. And so we're going to talk about some of the maiden voyage, which is these are the kind of amazing, and I happen to love the Med in winter. This winter type of incredible. Like if you think about some of these itineraries, and when you do them in the summer and it's really hot. So if you've got, clients that say, oh my God, I love Europe, but boy, is it hot when I'm there in July, which everybody's there. Or if you're doing Santorini in July, let's just talk. Okay. It's really hot. It's very crowded. We're doing it at a period of time. Number one, 10-day voyages. Incredible. You've got round trip Rome. So we're looking at, some of the challenges with air. Do the round trip Rome and do it now in early February. So it's these winter cruises are spectacular. Look at the number of ports of call, and they're going to be there when the crowds aren't. So that's a huge selling tip that I wanted to share with all of you.
Yeah.
And then
cooler weather.
Cooler weather. Okay. Someone took away the star from me. Joe, stop it. Stop controlling the show. I don't know if it's Joe or it's Attilio. I know you're trying to keep me going. We talked about Star Princess. I'm so excited. Super excited. Sailing sail, 25, but I need to, by the way, second of a Sphere class. Absolutely gorgeous. Super happy. These ships are going to be game changing. But what I will tell you is I want to sell Sun. Okay. Super excited about Star. Sell out Sun in 24. And then let's talk about these amazing opportunities on our fall sailings. This is where I really want to focus very quickly, because I talked about the parallel worlds that we're living in, right? Mm-hmm. It's amazing to me. There is pent-up desire. I don't call it revenge travel, pent-up demand. No, it is desire. People have learned during the pause, and I don't want to talk about the pause anymore, the coma, or whatever you can call it, okay? We're done with that. We're moving forward. One of the keynote speakers at this, incredible leadership forum talked about it. People are looking forward. They're booking more vacations. They're spending more money because we have learned the value of living life. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about Galveston round trip. This is amazing, amazing, amazing. This availability, it's spectacular. And again, Regal Princess. So we got 50% more capacity in Galveston. And we're starting earlier because we're starting in November. Okay. That's a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. No, but we're going to do it. So how are we going to do it? Come feel the love, y'all. Love this. This is so cool. Texas, I'm telling you, last year we were concerned and you sold the season out in Galveston, okay? So
Absolutely.
I know they're going to do it again. I love you. Texas, I love saying that. Go big or go home. Okay, I'm using my prop again. Come feel the love out of Galveston.
Yay,
y'all.
Michelle. Galveston.
Super exciting because I love this pop-up that we're doing and it's this weekend, right?
Yes.
Galveston
July
is waiting.
2nd through
Tell
the
me.
4th. It's the whole weekend.
Starting Sunday. Beautiful.
Starting Sunday.
How do you pronounce that? Kima Boardwalk in the Bradford
Where are you at?
Plaza in Houston, in the Princess Cafe.
Kima Boardwalk. Yes.
Kima Boardwalk.
Mhm.
Kima Boardwalk. I love it. So from July 2nd through the 4th, have we ever done a pop-up before? You've been here around. I don't think I have.
Not to my knowledge. I don't
This
recall
is-
one.
This is
super
super
special.
exciting. And again,
Food,
One Source Cruises.
fun, festivities. Actually, it says it's our very first pop-up.
Oh, it says that?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't read. That's why I need to read. Okay. And then some other, the 7-day Canada, New England. Okay. These are round trip New York again from a perspective of savings, folks, because you're going to save money with the air, right? Air. And by the way, I just love this. Bahama, Maine. And you have to have a lobster roll, by the way, and keep it simple, just with the butter. Oh, so good. Round trip New York, beautiful availability, gorgeous itinerary. Truly exciting. And then Hawaii.
In the heart of fall foliage. Like you can't. I've never been. I've got to do this.
What? Tahiti?
I have no fall foliage. I haven't done it.
Oh, fall foliage is even I've done it. Now I'll tell you this next one because I'm again Papeete, right? When you look at that sunset, can you see that slide? That is gorgeous. Okay, LA, San Francisco, Vancouver, Honolulu departure September through October. We have such amazing availability. Okay, on Grand Majestic and Royal Princess during these voyages.
I want to call out one more that's not on here. So
Which
we have
one?
a 32-day round trip LA on the Sapphire Princess.
Okay.
It leaves October 30th. It has a late night in Honolulu where you don't leave Hawaii until 11 p.m. so you can get your luau on. 2 calls to Samoa, 2 calls to Fiji, a full day and an evening. You don't leave until like midnight out of Papeete. Okay. And then you go back home to LA. It's a round trip LA.
Can we include this next time?
Yeah.
Joe, I want it on July. So our next webinar is July 13th. You all know we're coming up on July 13th, our next webinar. We're going to lead with that voyage, that 32 days, October 30th.
32
right?
days. Yep.
Incredible. I want us on. Okay, and then Princess Plus. We have to tell you about Princess Plus. We're going to do it on every webinar because still I'm pounding the pavement, meeting our travel partners, and they're telling me they don't know what it means. You get commission up front. Do the QR code. Look at our comparison sheet because not everybody's all-inclusive program on board, beverage packages, as I like to call it, are created equal. Ours is the best in the business, bar none. That's a challenge to anybody who can tell me it's not. Bring down the flyer. Go ahead to the QR code. Talk every single talking point that we have with your guests. You will make money on Princess Plus. We pay you the commission in advance. So I know we're at the end of the webinar. I'm going to go really, really quick. But I want to talk about, this is something that's amazing, right? Our Princess Military, benefit. And obviously, we just had Memorial Day, which was fantastic. We have this benefit on every single voyage all the time, right? But like always, effective today, we are making some changes, okay? So what are the changes we're making? And it's going to be in today's TA newsletter. So if you don't get the newsletter, you need to get the newsletter. I think it's important. It will now become a non-refundable credit. So they have to use the credit on board. It will impact voyages starting in September, I think, September 12th. Am I right with that? Yep. September 12th. Effective today, anything you book, if you're doing a military onboard credit, it is non-refundable where it used to be. Shareholder OBC continues to be non-refundable. That's always been non-refundable, but it will no longer combine with the military benefit, okay? And that's just changes, and changes will happen. We will continue to change, and we'll continue to look at our business. We have every right to look at our business and look at things, which is important. Our Love Fest continue. I know, Marsha, I want to give you and the team in Canada, Cindy, Stephanie, a huge thank you for having done Love Fest in Canada. And we still have these amazing seminars at sea with availability. Some of them, as you know, if you with sale, sold out. So make sure you're on. And then Starting today, this is how we're going to end our incredible webinar, because we are honoring our own Independence Day, July 4th, but we're also doing Canada Day, July 1, right? The sale runs from today till July 5th, because then we just gave you the sneak preview on the next sale, right? Which is Score for
starting July 6th. Yep.
Correct. This starts today with $100 deposits. And of course, you all know, what we've got. We did these grad fairs too, right? Did we do grad and dads? That was so cute.
We did.
Father's Day and graduation. And then of course, our current sale that's running through July 5th. So I really want to make sure that we got through that. And I know we're going to get a lot of questions. So let's start with the questions, and then we'll go let everybody do QR codes. Let's take a few questions. I know we're over because my clock in the studio is like 3 minutes behind. So I apologize. I know we're 1 minute over. But let's just take a few questions if you've got them, Marcia. Go.
Okay.
Hey, Joe.
Hello. Sorry. There's a lot of questions here.
Whoa, really? Okay. Was the team answering them as we went along? Okay. I'll ask the question, you answer. Are rates discounted to the wedding group, and does the couple get a free cabin?
Yes, so I semi-answered this earlier, that you can get a discount by setting up a group. So the group that you set up on the cruise is separate from the package offering. But you can set up a group, and by setting up a group, you do get a discount in the price. And then you also get a mini points to be able to add something special to the group. And then you could use the TC to make the cabin free for the wedding couple, or reduce price, one or the other.
Fantastic. And that's why you are the group guru, my friend. And by the way, I know we're over by a couple minutes. We always record these, just so you know. So they're there. You can get to them, which is great, because I want to make sure I get to this. This is another really important question. Are the wedding packages commissionable? And the answer is no, but they've never been commissionable. You get commission on your cruise when you're selling them the cruise for the honeymoon, or the entire celebration group, or the group. But we've never had these packages. Look how inexpensive they are. They're really, really cheap. There's a lot of cost involved in these packages. They're absolutely phenomenal, and bringing it to a whole new standard. So I want to make sure I answered that question.
The commission is for the cabin.
Correct, for the stateroom that you sell. How far in advance do wedding cruises have to be booked?
That's a great question. There isn't any requirement really for how far in advance, but you can book for these packages as far as we have itineraries available, right? So actually the calendar itself, I think, lets you go a little bit further than what we have itineraries available for. But if you were to accept something on one of those where you don't have an itinerary, then it is subject to the itinerary when it comes available.
Excellent. Joe, do we have any other? Okay, another one. How will any changes with the new program affect weddings already booked? That's a great question.
So there's no impact to already scheduled guests as we honor any packages that were previously purchased. So our new Princess Perfect Wedding team is going to be actually doing a call out to guests previously booked. So they're going to have enhanced features to the package that they already have. And then they also have an opportunity to possibly upgrade to one of the new ones.
That's a win-win. Honor what we have. We're always going to make it right for you and your clients. Period.
And if they booked with a travel advisor, they'll be calling you the travel advisor.
Correct.
And not your client directly.
Excellent. Thank you. That's a great point, Marcia. Any other questions? We'll take two more. We've got them. Is there a maximum wedding size and I asked this, right? What about the minimum? Thanks. Great question. Because I wanted to do 550 and you told me just to get half the ship, Marcia.
Okay, so there is no maximum, right? It's really, the only limitation is based on the venue or the location picked, right? So those venues have, maximum amounts of people that can be in a particular area. That's the only limitation. And then we suggest, highly suggest, and most people do this, to plan their package at least 60 days prior. But we also have done some close in. But the absolute cutoff for a legal with the proper documentation is 60 days. And then we could go as close to 30 days if it's ceremonial.
And also, because they asked about a minimum, the reality is, if I remember the packages, and this is homework for me, let's see how much attention I paid. One of the packages is just for the couple. So you don't even have to have this. It's the couple and guests. And then there was up to 18. So I'm assuming if you're like me and you want to do 500 people, there'll be a price additional over that. And that's why we gave you here all the QR codes. So if you missed any of them, we make it easy for you so that you're able to look at it. Download the information, the wedding inquiry request form. I think there is more to love with Princess Perfect Weddings than ever before. And then our next webinar, July 13th, keeping in the love and weddings theme, we're going to share something with you that's going to tie into this, and it's exciting for you, our travel partners. As always, I want to thank the team. Stephanie, thank you. Thank you to Joe, even though I'm not your favorite. Oh, did I say that? I use my outer voice. I know Marsha is. And Marsha, always a huge thank you. You are a wealth of information. I love sharing these webinar platforms with you because you let me pick your brain, and there's nothing you don't know, which is really impressive. Thank you, Jackie. It's our pleasure to share with you. Everybody have a very happy Canada Day and a happy Independence Day in the U.S. Fabulous. Thank you, Val. Have a phenomenal, phenomenal selling day. We so appreciate your partnership, your support. I can't say it enough, but it's truly genuine. Truly genuine. Our team is so happy to serve you. So make it a great day. Carpe diem, and we're going to be seizing the day in about 2 weeks, July 13th.
Get your clients ready.